At the age of 77, the man from Bihar who suffered from schizophrenia passed away. His exceptional talent had left even America astonished. But why is such a person's death highlighted so much? Why should someone feel saddened by his death 5 years after it happened? Believe it or not. If you learn about the achievements of this brilliant individual and understand the story of his demise shrouded in anonymity, you too will never forget the indifference of power. This individual passed his 10th grade examination with record marks from Netarhat Residential School in undivided Bihar. He used to correct his math teachers at Patna Science College. It was during this time that Professor John Kelly of the University of California identified his talent and took him to America in 1965. In 1969, he earned his PhD from the University of California and became an associate professor at Washington University. He also worked at NASA, but his heart wasn't in it. So he returned to India in 1971. He worked at IIT Kanpur and then at IIT Bombay. He was born in 1942 and he got married in 1973. This was the time when the abnormal behavior of this 31-year-old man became evident. He would get very angry over trivial matters, lock himself in his room and study all day long and stay awake all night. His disturbed behavior led to his wife finally divorcing him. Media reports suggest that it was a big blow to him. Then in 1974, he suffered his first episode. Treatment began with local doctors, but it didn't show any improvement. Then in 1976, he was admitted to the Central Institute of Psychiatry in Ranchi. This individual fell victim to schizophrenia at the age of 34. In 1987, his family returned to their village with him. There, he started living with his mother and brother. However, in 1989, he had to be brought back to Ranchi for treatment. He was being taken from Ranchi for treatment, but the schizophrenic patient got off at the Khandwa station and disappeared into the crowd. Sadly, such an important and capable individual remained missing for almost 5 years, and the authorities remained unaware. Then one day, the man suffering from schizophrenia was suddenly found in Saran. His family members were overjoyed to find him, but seeing his pitiable condition, everyone who knew him was deeply hurt. Later, his treatment began at the National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences in Bangalore, which continued from March 1993 to June 1997. During this time, he always had a pencil in his hand. Sometimes he would scribble on the walls, sometimes on the railing, sometimes he would write something in the copy. He would mutter to himself. Media reports say that his family was always sad that there was no interest taken by governments in the treatment of such a talented person. Family members would just watch him. Tears would sometimes fill their eyes. Sometimes they would be happy to see him at home. In the final days of his life, this man became just like a child, completely innocent, lost in himself. He would play with his pencil and copies. And this brilliant child closed his eyes forever on the day of Children's Day in 2019 at the age of 77. This person was none other than India's great mathematician, Vashishtha Narayan Singh.